Try. All you have to do is try. All you have to do is wake up with the breath that the Lord has given you and the ability to see what the truth is, what reality is. Now it's the time to wipe away the cobwebs of the nightmares of last night. Now it's the time to stand for the day. Now it's the time to stand for the hour. Now it's the time to stand for the moment. Now is the time to try. No matter what you've been through, no matter where you have started from, where you stand now as a tribute to your triumph, now is the victory that you have proclaimed from the day you started this journey. I want you to know that whether your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your friends, your cousins, your society, whether they wanted you to be here or not, you are here. Let's face reality. Not everything in life will go as we expect it to go. Not everything in life will be perfect. Not everything in life is guaranteed. That we must fight for the happiness that we see. We must fight for the love that we see in our dreams, in our waking moments. We must become the children of destiny. That is our journey. Our journey is to defeat all those who come before us and proclaim that we have nothing to say. We have a lot to say. We have been told so many times before that we were the outcast of society, that we were unwanted, that we should have never been born, that we were worse than the dirt that we tread upon. In our stomachs, we go hungry. In our stomachs, we starve for wisdom. This is a cry for something new, something different, something bold. But in order to get there, we must try. We must try to understand that this is not about us. Life is not about us. We came into life to do a particular job, to do what we know how to do best. Fight. We are warriors of the dawn. We are warriors of the moment. We are warriors of love. We are the dreamers that continue to speak when there are no voices. We are the ones that show up when no one else shows up. We are the ones that continue to do the things that everyone else has slowly, simply forgotten. We are the ones that still show compassion, still show love, still show mercy. We have not forgotten our creed. We have not forgotten who we are. We have defined ourselves out of the trials and tribulations that we have gone through. We have defined ourselves from how many times we have fallen and gotten back up. We know the strength of the human spirit because we are still standing. We cast away all the darkness that has ever come in our lives, and we pay tribute to the light that has shined upon us from day one. We do not question God or whether God knows us, for we know we knew God before we even took a breath, when he was molding and creating and putting inside us the character and the strength and the morals and the beliefs that we should have. We knew that we met God. We looked eye to God, and we told God that we was ready for this mission, and we have to remain secure in that fact that we were ready for this mission. Here is the mission. Now it's time for us to try to complete this mission. We cannot turn our backs now. There are so many dependent on us. There are so many that are shedding tears right now, believing that they are going through life alone, that they're going through trials and tribulations of sorrow and pain alone, when we stand here, knowing that we have went through the same thing, knowing that we have touched the same ground, knowing that we have the same blood flowing through our bodies, knowing that we have the same heart, the same mind, the same brain. The only thing makes us different is the spirit of the fight that we have within our souls. So we say now today that you must try. We say now today that it is enough with the excuses of not doing what it is that you're supposed to do because this is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you but you. You hold yourself in a cage, believing that you are unworthy to fly among the other birds, that you are unworthy to soar among the others. But you are. You must try. Try to overcome. If we go back to the stories of old and we look in the book of the Bible, you see that Daniel had no other choice. You see David had no other choice. You see Ezekiel had no other choice. You see Jesus had no other choice. You see Moses had no other choice. You see Mary had no other choice. We can go on and on and on, and you look at reality, you look at life and the history of our own lives. You see Malcolm X didn't have a choice. You see Marcus Garvey didn't have a choice. You see that Martin Luther King didn't have a choice. They all believed in something greater than themselves, something greater than man, something greater than humanity itself. The definition of humanity is a spiritual belonging to a nation of something greater and grander than you have ever seen before. That's the children of God. We cannot give up now. Even as we slowly watch our world become so destructive, even if we see the war that is going on in other countries upon TV, we must not give up hope. Even as we see our neighbors go through, even as we see our own families go through, we must not give up. We must continue to try. We must continue to bring our hands together and pray. We must believe that there is a God. We must stop acting as if we do this on our own. We are not on our own. You are not alone. Now, I know some people say, Jay, we haven't really heard you go scripture to scripture in your messages. You just speak freely. Some people say I ramble on in a direction that is confusing, that they can't comprehend, but I say to you that it's not for you. It's for those who have wisdom. It's for those who have heart. It's for those who are dreamers. It's for those who are willing to put their life on the line right now and testify and give a testimony that will give someone else the inspiration to try to do something more with their lives, to overcome the darkness of their life, to give them light. We are the beacon upon the hill. We are the light of the nation. We are the children of destiny. All we have to do is try. All we have to do is fight. It doesn't matter if I quote scripture to you. Those are just words to you. But what matters is the passion that is in my voice. What matters is the passion that is in my heart. What matters is the passion that's in my mind. What matters is that I am standing here right now for you. What matters is that I am on my knees constantly praying for the world itself, all those who love me, all those who despise me, those who encourage me, those who uplift me, those who push me, those who deny me. I continue to try because I know that my destiny is intertwined with the destiny of the world. I know that there are others out there looking right now for the answers of life. There are those who are right now going through abuse in so many natures. There are those who are down on their luck right now. There are those who are going hungry right now. There are those that are homeless right now. There are those who need just a little bit of help. There are those who need just somebody to talk to. There are those who need somebody to give them an answer to a question that they have, that they know that you yourself hold those answers. I remember when I was young, I used to say that we were questioning answers. And my students would say, well, what does that mean? And I would say that we hold both questions and answers. We hold questions for those around us, and we hold answers for those around us. But to overcome the fear of life, we must try. We must try to answer those questions. We must try to find the answers to our own questions. We must try to unlock the cage. They say, why does the cage bird sing? Because it longs for freedom. It longs for justice. It longs for peace. It longs for love. And when you open that cage, that bird doesn't think twice. It doesn't stay in the cage. It doesn't hide. It doesn't corner itself. It frees itself. It flies and it soars. We must try. We must try to unveil what we know is true. That now is a time in the season of the last days. That's where we are walking. We are walking into the last days. If we look at it, there are rumors of war. There are famines all over the world. There are fires. There's natural disasters. There is blood running wild in our streets. There are children that are laying raped, molested, and destroyed because we turn our backs. Because we no longer display our beliefs. We no longer stand for what is right. We allow the world to continue to spiral out into chaos because we are afraid of our own voice. We are afraid of our own beliefs. We have become out of touch with those around us. We have become out of touch with those who stand for us. We have become out of touch with ourselves. And all I'm saying today is that we must try. We must try to restore what we were. We must try to restore what we are. We must try to build a better future. We must try to build our way to destiny. We must fight tooth and nail for what we believe. We must fight tooth and nail for the life that we desire. This is no time to give up. This is no time to doubt. This is no time to listen to criticisms. This is no time to listen to doubts. This is a time for you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am who I am. And I will try to become greater. And I will try to hear your cries. I will try to listen to your prayers. I will try to listen to your heart and your spirit. I will try to help you overcome what you have gone through. I will be a friend. I will stand in the gap for you. I will try to defend you with everything I have in me. I come to you today surely, as there are so many saying that my voice has no power. As so many will say that I'm just speaking. It's just air. I'm just breathing. I'm just upset. That I'm confused, that I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to tell you from the bottom of my heart and my soul that I know what I'm talking about. We are walking into dangerous times, and this time we have to do something. It is time for our generation to stop being lazy and stand up for itself and speak out. It is time for us to not let others destroy what they did not create. We were promised a destiny. We was promised healing. We was promised to be able to raise the dead. We was promised to heal the sick. We was promised that there will be heaven. We was promised that there will be everlasting life. We must believe in those promises and try. Not all of us will be righteous. Not all of us will be able to claim the halo of honor. But some of us will get through the doors by the skin of our teeth and will be thankful to be in the midst and the presence of the Lord himself. But it requires one thing from us: to try. And I ask you, try.